it's our lucky day. I managed to get my hands on 6 different 10-gram gold bars. So this video we're going to look at the packaging. Look at, with all of these are name brand bars. You're getting 4/9 gold and you're getting 10 grams. High confidence in the quality of the product, of the gold. This video is more about the format and the size and dimensions of the bars and also how they are packaged. We'll look at security features like serial numbers and such. So we have gold here from the Austrian Mint, the Perth Mint in Australia, Argor Heraeus, Valcambi, IGR from Turkey, and Pamp. So first let's talk about the plastic protection for the bars. Well, first off, when you buy bars nowadays, they usually come in a plastic bag like this from the dealer. And the Pamp and the Perth both have an additional plastic film on here, so which is kind of fun, but I'm not going to peel that off just because I don't want to abuse the privilege of these borrowed bars. So these two have that extra protective coating. The IGR comes in its own little plastic bag here. Now this thing looks resealable, so I'm going to go ahead and take this out. The next thing you notice is that all these packages are about the same size. Well, guess what? They actually are not. They are close, but there is some differences. So most of these bars, they have like a standardized size, and they fit in those boxes that come. Those boxes, you know, if you buy a bunch of the bars, you'll get a box with the bars in it. So these 5 are all the same, but the IGR bar is smaller. It is significantly smaller. So let's look at this. So the IGR, if you line up the bottoms, you can see that it's dimensionally, the package is smaller. And if we line it up this way, you can see again that it's smaller. So I have rearranged the bars. So now let's focus on security features. Let's talk about serial numbers. Now, some people like to use serial numbers to do exact tracking of, you know, an exact bar. When they bought it, then they can, from a tax standpoint, they can know exactly what they have. The other thing about serial numbers is law enforcement. So if your bars do happen to be stolen, you have an exact record of the exact bar, and if it happens to show up at a local place where people, you know, sell stolen items, then the odds are very good of getting it back, because you have absolute proof positive of which bar you had that was stolen. So let's look at the serial numbers in more detail. This is the Valcambi. You've got a serial number here. By the way, it starts with 2 A's, which is a little unusual to have an alphanumeric start. And then on the back is laser etched, the same number in really small print, but extremely readable print. The Pamp bar. Same thing, you have laser etching on this, and then you have a certificate number that's stamped on the case before they put the coating on. IGR from Turkey. Serial number yes, serial number yes. This is the Austrian Mint. Serial number etched on the gold itself. Here's the Argor Heraeus. You have the same thing on the package and on the bar. Now, this is the oddball here. Now, the Perth Mint is a little bit different. You have a bar number on the package, but there is no matching bar number on the bar. So, as far as serial numbers goes, the Perth Mint stands alone as being a little bit different. The next security feature I wanted to talk about was this Kinebar, so Kinebar. So this is basically laser etching, and I'll move the thing here. Look at how that just shines and sparkles in different colors. The light is refracting off those laser etched images on the bar. The Austrian Mint has that, and also the Argor Heraeus has the Kinebar. So same thing, they have the laser etching. Yes, somebody could, with enough effort and money, could duplicate this and, you know, do their own laser etching on fraudulent bars. But the cost of doing that, the effort of doing this, would be very, very high. I just can't imagine somebody doing it. So Kinebar is a brand name, and this laser etching process is very unique. So this is a wonderful security feature. So here you've got unique serial numbers, you've got packaging, and you also have the Kinebar. So you have 3 important security features there. The next security feature I want to mention that's a little bit unique is the Pamp. You've got the the serial numbers on the package and the other, but you also have Veriscan. So what this does is you scan this with your phone and it takes you to the Veriscan website, and it provides a way to authenticate the serial number. So the serial number tracks to, I believe it's to a date of production, and the serial number says, hey, it should be 10 gram bar, 4 nines, manufactured by Pamp. And so just a little something to help with that. So it's one more step. If somebody's going to imitate this bar, they need to somehow take matching information from the existing database and put it back into the fraudulent packaging. The packaging looks pretty solid on all of these. There is a little issue with these two bars. So the Austrian and the Argor Heraeus, they both have this edge here is rough. It's like it was not hot enough or something when it was bonded closed. And you have the same thing here on the Argor Heraeus. A little bit irritating, a little bit sharp of an edge. Not an issue for an adult. Might be an issue if you have your kids playing with these, but I can't imagine you have your kids playing with these. Now, I believe these two bars are actually manufactured on the same production line. The Austrian Mint is in Austria, of course, Vienna, and this Argor Heraeus smelter and minting operation is less than 100 kilometers, I believe, from Vienna. Now look at the similarities here. You've got the exact same size of bar. You have the same assayer, the company that validates the richness of the gold, the purity of the gold. And the packaging is exactly the same. And they both are Kinebar. So that Kinebar, you know, that adds complexity and uniqueness to the production process, packaging process. They both have this recessed edge around here. So I am very confident that these are both manufactured in the same place. So what does that mean? Well, that means the Austrian Mint is contracting with Argor Heraeus to produce their 10 gram bar and other bars. Don't know that for a fact, but I'm pretty confident that's the case. The next thing I wanted to point out is the difference in the size of the bars. So Argor Heraeus and Austrian Mint are physically the largest bars. They're flat, but they're thinner. I mean, this is really thin. It's just stunningly thin. Whereas you take the Pamp bar, it's thicker, but it's not as big. So if you set these side by side, you can really see the difference. So take a look at that. So, you know, the Argor Heraeus is definitely taller and definitely wider. Well, who cares, right? Well, if you're giving these as gifts, then this probably looks more impressive to the rookie, right? Somebody who's not involved with precious metals or whatever. Probably they get the perception they got a larger chunk of gold than they really did. So let's talk about stamping quality. The Argor Heraeus and the Austrian Mint, I think, were probably the least vivid of the stampings. Valcambi is very nice. The shine, this is the shiniest bar of all these. Just the gold just reflects so beautiful. It's really, really, really nice and shiny. Extremely well done. Good job, people. Good job. I told you about that tiny serial number thing, and I mean, it's so visible against that bright polished finish. The IGR is okay. This is actually the first time I've handled an IGR bar, and looks pretty good. The edge is a little bit rougher than you'd expect from some others, but just fine. So from a stamping quality, I do think the Perth Mint has a real good, really nice high quality stamping process here. You've got nice polished inside of the kangaroos there, and then you've got the frosted look. So the contrast of the frosted with the shiny is wonderful. But this to me is the winner here. The Pamp bar, just the stamping is so incredibly beautiful. Lady Fortuna, the precision in the stamping is fantastic. The edge is nice. Here you've got a good shine against the letters and such. Look at there, if you can see this here, just the fine lines and such. So there's a level of precision in this that is just fantastic. So this clearly is my favorite from the stamping standpoint. And as I said, the Valcambi does have the best shine. From a cost standpoint, The Kinebars do typically cost just a few dollars more, not much, just a few dollars, and the Pamps sometimes can cost a little bit more. Not sure why. Could be that quality of the stamping I talked about, but the packaging is very nice and rigid as well. So, anyways, which one would I like to have? I love them all. These are fantastic. This is so much fun for me to see these and compare these. But I think my favorite probably is the Pamp, as you can tell. The Valcambi probably is my second choice. The Kinebars, I like the security feature. That might be third. And then these two would be afterwards, I guess. But they're all fantastic. Look, the God of all that is loves you. He wants to be your friend. Go for it. Embrace it. Thank you.